listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Tykes, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you. Houston Energy Football. Catch all the action right here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio as they charge for an IWFL championship. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Or follow us on Facebook at National Youth Sports Radio and Twitter at Kenny Long NYSR. Houston Energy Football. Check them out at HoustonEnergyFootball.com. Go Energy!
You're listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Welcome to the Kennie Long Show on NYSR. And now your host, Kennie Long.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. As I am proud to say that my voice is finally back. It's still not 100%, but it's good enough that I can actually get back on the radio and get back on the air. I'm telling you, if you've never dealt with this, this is the first time that I can truly say that I have had to really deal with this. I have been suffering from laryngitis for the better part of going on a month now. It all started December as we were at the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American Games. I struggled through that event, got through, but I'll tell you what, and you could still hear a little bit of rasp. As a matter of fact, I'm going to kind of turn up my volume here so I don't have to quite scream or talk as loud as I usually do because I can hear the raspiness in my voice still to this day. But we were out there at the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American Games. We got through the interviews with the players, which was a long night, but a lot of great fun. Don't get me wrong, but it was a long night because of the problems I was already having with my throat to start that whole bit. Then that very next morning, I mean, we were down there till probably a good 11:30 at night, and it was probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning before I got everything packed up, got back up into the hotel room, and actually went to sleep. Back downstairs that very morning to do another show where we broke down the Cotton Bowl. What a great game that was, Ohio State and USC. And got through that show okay, but it was a little rough. Went and enjoyed the football game. Did my best not to do any yelling or screaming during that time. And then, of course, that Saturday, Sunday, I believe it was. No, Saturday. We had the banquet, and then we had the football games on that Sunday. And because of the weather out there in Dallas, everything froze. We get to the stadium out there at Lancaster High School, and the stands are completely metal. And there was freezing rain that came across, and everything was frozen. It was a skating rink as you tried to walk up those ramps in the stands. Their elevator was broken, so there was no way for me to get up to the press box without having to climb the metal stairs, which was impossible carrying a bag that's about 80 pounds trying to drag that up there as well. So they had to change not so much the venue, but the location. We were still at Lancaster High School, but they have an indoor practice facility. It's not the same, but it'll do. And it did, and we got the games off in there. What it did to me, though, is instead of being able to put on my headset and being able to monitor my volume like I normally can, I had to actually use my mobile set, which connects to my cell phone, and it doesn't give me the feedback that I have like in these headphones here, where I can actually hear myself and know that whether I'm talking too loud or whether I can adjust my volume so I don't have to talk so loud. And that really stressed out my throat as we went through every single football game that day. By the time we got done that day, I was done. The voice was gone. I couldn't talk. I couldn't squeak out a squeak toy noise if I wanted to. So it was nothing but lemon water, hot honey, lemon tea, honey tea, everything we could do on the way back home to Brenham. And I've had this happen a couple of times, and I've lost my voice, for a day, and that's about it. Next day it's back. I sound like a bullfrog one day, and then it comes back, and everything's good to go. This was a little scary. I got to admit, this was a little scary, because after 3 weeks, I was like, okay, this is not good. So finally, we get to the doctor after doing all the home remedy stuff. I finally go to the doctor, and he's like, well, it looks like you got acute laryngitis, and it can last up, 4 to 6 weeks. And I looked at him, and I said, look, I'm a play-by-play announcer. And he looked at me and said, so you need your voice? I said, yes, I do. And we started the antibiotics, and it started to work, but it has been a struggle. Since then, we've discovered that apparently the pollen has been quite high here in Central Texas, here in the Brenham area this year, and that's apparently what is affecting me. And it is really has got a hold on me that has just been unbelievable. But I'm glad that I'm actually getting something back out, can actually talk and actually sound like myself. I was sounding pretty Michael Jackson-esque, I guess you can call it. It was quite comical, to be honest with you. So we're glad that we're back. Glad we're able to get the show off and be able to be a part of your lives here, bringing the show back. We're gonna stick to Tuesday nights here. Part of the thing that I did was kind of re-looked at some things, what we're doing here on NYSR. We got a lot of different things that I'm working on that takes me away, and I think it's best that I stick to one night for the show. And that's going to be here Tuesday nights, and we're going to expand it. We're going to do it tonight because I didn't announce it or anything, but we're going to expand it to a 2-hour show. We're going to go from 8 to 10 here Central Time. So lock it in. It's NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. It's the Kennie Long Show Tuesday nights from 8 to 10 here on NYSR. Every Tuesday night, we're going to jump on here. We're going to talk nothing but sports, nothing about what's coming up here on NYSR. If you've got an event you'd like to come on and talk about your event, let everybody know what's going on. Everybody, all the listeners, let them know, what you're doing, what the event's about. Send me an email at nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com, and we'll work out some times and dates that we can bring you on live here on NYSR and let you reveal what that event is. And we got a lot of events coming up. February is going to be a busy month. We got 2 huge events coming up. And let me pull up my calendar here so I can look at those dates properly. The first one in February that we got going on, it's February 16th to the 18th. That's the West Texas All-Star Showcase event in El Paso, Texas. We did a big reveal on their Facebook Live. They had me on the air there during their broadcast. Thanks a lot. We're letting you know here. I have not been able to go on the air since and really tell anybody about that. You can even ask them guys. They could probably hear it over the phone. My voice still was not, I don't even think my voice was 50% at that point. I think I was about 30, 40%. I did manage to go down to Corpus Christi down at Aransas Pass and did an event there for the Battle for Zeke. And I'm proud to say that Battle for Zeke was a huge success, raising about $9,200, I believe, for the family of Zeke Ortiz, who is battling his second battle of leukemia. But he is strong, and he is ready to take that battle on. And we definitely salute Zeke and hope he has the best care and everything that they can do to help him out is going to be a great thing for Zeke and get him back to health, battling leukemia here the second time. But a lot of great money raised. Congratulations to the Beast Boys organization as they put on a great event. We were down there for their games. We did, do 7 games, I believe? Yeah, 7 football games on a throat that just was not 100%. But we got through it. It was a great day, and I'm glad we did it. Got home and started resting the voice once again to get it back up, as we got some big things in February to do. So we've got, again, the 16th to the 18th. It is the West Texas All-Star Classic is what they're calling it. West Texas Football All-Star Classic down in El Paso. There's going to be a fantastic time that we're going to have out there. So I'm looking forward to that. And then following week, the 23rd to the 25th, it is the Texas Youth Football All-Star Showcase in Round Rock, Texas. And that is going to be, again, our third year of that event. It's going to be a great weekend of football, the best that Texas has to offer all over the state. We're going to see the best of West Texas one weekend. Following weekend, we're looking at everybody. Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, Killeen, San Antonio, RGV. I think there's even a Louisiana contingent that's jumping in on this. So it should be a great weekend. March, we kind of take a little bit of a break. I know between March, April, May, and June, we've got a few things coming up, but I'm waiting until we get some confirmations. We're talking to a couple of organizations for semi-pro football. Of course, we got the Houston Energy. We did them last year. We're still advertising for them, but we're still waiting to get that locked in. I've got some other ones that are talking, so I don't want to go too far with everything yet until I know that for sure we're going to do this. We're even talking about a men's semi-pro football organization we're going to be following. We're supposed to get together and talk to them. Some other great events that are going on all over the United States that we're looking to go to. 3 of them all tied together. It's the Gridiron Classic Series. Of course, we're going to be in Atlanta as usual, as we all are every year in August. And this year, Atlanta is going to be, let me pull my, here it is, the Georgia Gridiron Classic is going to be Friday, August 10th to Sunday, August 12th. We'll be out there, so we'll go backwards from there. So the 10th to the 12th, we're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. August 4th, Saturday, August 4th to the 6th, we're going to Chicago, Illinois for the Illinois Gridiron Classic. And then July 28th, it's the Gulf Coast Gridiron Classic in Mobile, Alabama. It's going to be the 28th to the the 27th to the 30th. That is going to be a fantastic week. So 3 straight weeks that we're going to be going to. We're going to be going to Mobile, Alabama. The next weekend, we're going to be in Chicago, Illinois. And then after that, we're going to be back in Atlanta, Georgia. So, again, just a number of great events. The other one that we're looking at is Friday, July 20th to Sunday the 22nd. It's 5-Star Skills Camp. It's going to be going on in Pennsylvania, possibly in Pittsburgh, I believe. Stephen Nesmith from Friday Night Tyke Steel Country is hosting that event. We've talked to them. We're getting that all finalized, and we're going to be in Pennsylvania with Steel Country folks and broadcasting their games at a tournament they're having sponsored by the 5-Star Skills Camp. So, again, just a whole bevy of things. The best thing, go to the website, nationalyouthsportsradio.com. Check the calendar for any open dates. If you've got an event you want to have NYSR out there, that's the place to look, or go